Hi Shourya, how are you?
Hey,
It's so good to see you. So we are coming only to talk with you for 17th anniversary. It's coming
yeah,
on. How was the day so far?
the day was pretty good.
You're just coming from work?
Yeah, I'm just back from my office.
Okay, perfect.
Got early. I mean, free early today.
So perfect time to come over here.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. So it's the 17th anniversary of Uneven, and we have some great conversation to have with you.
आओ शांति से बैठ के बात करते हैं. Come over.
Are So, how do you describe Uneven? Oh, it's a beautiful place.
डिस्क्राइब अनइवन में यार वो तो बेसिक स्टैंडर्ड हमारा जवाब होता है. दो दोस्त थे, बैठे थे, एक रात को सोचने लगे वी वांट टू डू समथिंग. वी स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम वन प्लेस. I don't know how it happened actually. No, so many projects we have done. We have completed 17 years. ये कुछ प्लान नहीं था, ये कुछ सोचा नहीं था. So whenever whoever asked me about what is uneven, how is uneven, exactly जवाब नहीं होता है. But जो बंदा सामने जैसा होता है वैसे we will just we just give a good answer to it.
Okay. So, but if you have to describe that in 2 words, then
2 words.
yeah.
It's wild and creative.
Okay. It's a beautiful place, I must say.
Thank you. We are totally covered with this tree, and this tree is like a blessing to us. So, when we were building this house, we had a small cutout and we kept it alive. And right now it is like blessing us. हम लोग यहाँ पे बैठते हैं, धूप हो, कोई भी season हो, we used to, we are here only. This house is totally covered with green, and this is my place. This is where I sit, I talk. सुबह की चाय हो गई या जो भी हो गया, it is just this place.
So, what was the first project you did under Uneven?
First project, अगर सच में देखने जाओ तो we started with small things. We did, we did someone's wardrobe, we did someone's छोटा renovation of a bathroom. और अगर उन सबको ना गिने, and if you want to consider a commercial project, which got highlighted very nicely, was Vicenza Highland. It was a high-end bungalow project where we had like 30 units, and those are like Baroda's first or second luxury project. And uska elevation got appreciated, and the bungalows got sold very fast. And wahi se we got the kind of a buzz, and that's how we started.
That's interesting. So, how do you describe the office culture of Uneven?
There is no as such written culture. We're just very happy to work with, and we have created an environment where creative people can come together and work. But yeah, we all get together, we do good work, we have fun, loud music is playing, and everyone is in their own space. Even I work in the same studio, and I need my space. So we have a I would say, very creative environment.
So, how someone describes you at office? I mean, your employees. How employees define you at your office?
I got to know later that they are very scared of me.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't scream to. मैं किसी को डांटता नहीं हूँ. I don't ऐसा इतना ज़्यादा तो करता नहीं हूँ. पता नहीं. They are scared of my eyes, and शायद मैं स्टूडियो में होता हूँ तो मैं कम बोलता हूँ. I'm doing my job. मैं मेरे आजू बाजू में मेरे जो एसोसिएट्स हैं उनसे बात करके या फिर जो भी करके निकल जाता हूँ. So the person sitting next bench और उसके पीछे वाली bench में जो बैठते हैं ना, they all are like, they are very scared of me, which I got to know. अभी मुझे पता चला कि everybody is very scared of me.
Okay. So, what are the strongest factor according to you that has made Uneven so uneven?
See, we don't refer anybody. We don't किसी का काम देखना, किसी को काम देख के ये अच्छा नहीं है, ये बुरा नहीं है. We don't do that. That is one thing which is very prominent in our scale, our area, I would say. Otherwise, it's very important for us being an architect to understand our client's requirement. Basically, somebody coming to us and coming with a dream in his head. So the philosophy what we have is like, उसके जो dream को ना उसके ड्रीम को उसके दिमाग से निकाल के पेपर पे डालो और उसको रियलिटी में खड़ा करके दो. It's his house, it's his money, और that is what we work on. I think that has put us into a different, that has helped us to create different projects, different languages, you know, traditional, modern, ye wo, everything is getting, you know, into a different direction when you hear those their requirements, because everyone comes with a different requirement. That is what I think. I think I'm giving a correct answer.
Yeah. It totally makes sense. Converting the dreams of someone's life into real, that is, of course, a big task. So what is the longest time that you spend in office, like straight?
Like sometimes I spend 8 hours, sometimes I spend half an hour.
And
Depends.
what is the longest time?
Longest time must be 12 hours, not more than that. And that also once a year, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Not
how do you manage all the projects then at all once, since you have been doing projects out of different cities in Baroda, and you have more than like so many projects going at the same time?
Yeah, well, I mean, normally we have like almost 50 projects, interiors, architecture, dono milke, we have like almost 50 projects running at a time. So, and this hasn't happened like suddenly. It's good time, like 17 years as you mentioned. 17 years mein dheere dheere we used to have 5 projects, then we used to handle 10 projects, and then we used to have 15 and 20. So over the period we have, you know, added more systems to our work culture. We have added it's a very organized kind of but very complex nahi bolunga, but it is a very organized system which we follow. We have made stages, and those stages के अंदर कौन से पार्ट में मुझे एंटर होना है, कौन से पार्ट में डेक्स्टर को एंटर होना है, कौन सा पार्ट मेरा इमीडिएट एसोसिएट हैंडल करता है, उसके बाद कौन सा पार्ट हैंडल होता है. दैट स्ट्रक्चर इज वेरी वेल रिजॉल्व. सो इट एक्चुअली doesn't feel like कि मैं ओवरबर्डन हूँ, आई एम डूइंग सो मेनी प्रोजेक्ट्स एंड मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है किसी से बात करने का, एंड ऑल दैट इज टोटली क्लियर. अब सब बात यहीं पे करेंगे. लेट्स हैव टी.
Sure.
Come.
Thank you.
Come. So, have you run a firm with a
Best friend?
Best friend.
Such a successful firm with a best friend.
No, it's good. It's good. It's in a way it's good when when you have your partner as your best friend, or when your best friend becomes your partner. I would say correctly. कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कंपनीज में कि आप लड़ते हैं for the firm, for the company, for the discussion, for projects. You have arguments and all that. So being a good friend or a best friend, Dexter ना कभी-कभी ये सारी चीजें संभाल लेता है. He knows कि अभी बोलना है, अभी नहीं बोलना है, या फिर ये चीज 2 दिन के बाद बोलनी है. So I think that has saved a lot of our issues. जो छोटे issues होते हैं वो बड़े होते हैं, वहाँ से रुक जाता है. And apart from that, हाँ, ऑफिस में तो हम लोग ज़्यादा एज अ पार्टनर ही होते हैं. I don't know, रात को मिलते हैं जब, तो वापस बेस्ट फ्रेंड बन जाते हैं.
Okay, and how would you describe Dexter in one word?
Dexter is a bird watcher. He's nature lover.
Okay. So what part do you look into the bigger canvas of designing under the uneven umbrella?
यार ऐसा कुछ प्लान है ही नहीं. मतलब we don't have any plan. We have reached here. We are enjoying this place where we are right now.
Oh. Still, of course, you have been stepping into cities. Talking about the same, since we are in your house, I wanted to ask, you have a real tree in your house, I've heard, from your friends. Yeah. Can we just see that?
Who told you that?
Yeah.
Sure. Who told you that?
We were talking with one of your friends, especially when we were talking, having a word with Dexter only. He told me about the same. So yeah. So talking about the tree, and what are the factors that help you visualize a space?
Space, I see like every space, where whatever we design and whatever we do, it has to be like feel from your side that if you have to live in this space, or if you have to survive in this space, what would you need? What kind of light you want? What kind of wind you want? But I would say, I always say that feeling होता है हर एक स्पेस का एक. Now this is my room. So किसी को अच्छा लगा, किसी को अच्छा नहीं लगा. but this is the feel I wanted in my room.
Oh, that's the real thing.
That's the thing.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Wow.
It's been there since 15 years.
It's in the house?
No, it's not in the house. It's been किसी साइड पे कट रहा था ये जार, तो वो branch हमने उठा लिया और उसको fix किया हुआ है in a way that it looks like it is coming from out.
Wow. How do you get into the detailing of architecture even? Since, I mean, the structures of the building, and how do you go so much detailing into the same?
So, if you talk about, there are two things. There is detailing and there is a kind of a different sculpture. So if you have seen any of our presentations or anything, we always we look forward to nature. We are very much connected to nature. कहीं ना कहीं से कुछ rotten चीज मिल गई, ये मिल गया. Everything inspires us.
Can you name one of the longest projects you did?
Longest in terms of duration.
Duration.
Project started and project got over.
Yeah.
So far, it could be Cloud9. It probably started in 2011, and it's going to get completed in probably in 6 months now.
So, what is the best part about working as a designer?
You get to do a different thing every day.
While you are designing a space or different buildings, any designing process, you may even experience yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's totally okay. It's now seeing your space, by the way.
See, this is my daughter's room. We just created for her. It was like a terrace on my level. We used to have a small terrace here. We have converted it into my daughter's room.
Wow. I love how there's a different altogether energy in this room.
Yeah. Now you see a different language also. Like that room was designed like 15, 16 years back, and this room is designed like recently. Yeah.
So talking about the same, I was asking that when you are designing a space or maybe any projects, you might even come with a creative block. So how do you come up with ice-breaking ideas, or how do you deal with it?
I can answer this with a very nice incident. It was like we had to design a temple, and we were called and we were told that you guys are very good designers of Baroda, and we want you to do this temple in a different way. So I took the challenge. I designed it as a temple, and I went to that guy, Baba है जो उनके पास गया. Then he's like, यार आपने disappoint कर दिया मुझे. Like, since being a designer, मुझे आपसे बहुत expectation थी. Let's create some modern kind of a temple where which जो youngsters को भी inspire करे. So I was like, okay, give me a week, I will come up with it. मैं वापस आया, मैं रात को बैठा था. I know that day. मैं रात को 9:30-10 बजे I was sitting in my office and I was scribbling and I was thinking how to create a modern temple and how to create a form and all that. And I was like, after half an hour, ऐसा ऊपर देख के हाथ ऊपर करके I was just talking to my God that God, I don't know anything. मुझे कुछ नहीं आता है. I don't know how to start and what to do. फिर basically ऐसा जब blockage होता है, I always since college days I have a tendency to उसको छुपा दो थोड़ी देर, like for 2 days, 3 days, don't think about it, don't talk about it, just don't talk about it. Your subconscious mind will this way, that way will give you a solution.
Right. Yeah. And what is the worst part working as a designer?
यार ऐसा तो कुछ I can't exactly, ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं इतना खराब, इतना बुरा मेरे साथ.
Okay.
So I don't think so. There's nothing like that. I'm happy what I'm doing.
Of course, that is true. So, a color that you prefer to stay away while you're designing, is there any color?
No, I don't think so.
Hmm.
I'm open for all the colors, but I think some colors has to be used in proportions, or probably in small proportion, or some colors has to be used in a bigger proportion. I think Dexter can give a better answer on this.
So, while even designing structures, any shape or color that is very dear to you?
Shape or color? Not really. Basically, while doing the buildings and bigger structures, I would always, want to merge my building with the surroundings. I don't want to stand out. So, considering the surrounding, if it is grey, if it is beige, My major colors are like very subtle ones, and I highlight certain things with considering that city or I'm working in a particular region. उसका कुछ signature color है या उसको मैं थोड़े part में use करता हूँ.
So, a project that gave you a very hard time. Which is that one project?
Very hard time. Oh, there are monkeys.
Nice, okay.
Every project gives a hard time, I would say. Every project is a उसमें कुछ ना कुछ तो होता ही है कि जो hard time लेता है. But ऐसा particularly अभी जो एक बोला हुई है जो what I can consider कि उसके अंदर for 2-3 days I was not clear about things कि मुझे क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है. Otherwise, yeah. होता है कभी कभी जब when you understand that this project has to be designed in this way and the client wants it in a different way, वो time पे hard time होता है to convince him to get into what you want to do, or it's not that you want to do but this is going to suit this project. अगर elevation की बात करें तो like if you talk about elevation, there are projects who are like linear and you want to design the mass in a linear way but the client wants it in a different way, so it becomes real difficult to make them understand the kind of things what you're saying is not going to look nice. But वो थोड़ा होता है हिचक, but I think I'm good with that. I've covered that part and I can manage it nicely now.
How do you deal with difficult clients?
Oh, every client is difficult.
That's true.
Every client in this world in any field is difficult, and that's the best part. I mean, जितना वो लोग difficult होंगे ना उतना you will come out with the better stuff.
And advice would you like to give to your younger self?
Just keep working. Don't expect. I would start with us. कि हम लोगों ने जब काम करना चालू किया था, we never expected that we will reach here. We never expected that we'll have 50 projects on hand at a time. We never expected that every corner in the city is going to have one building standing on the name of Uneven. But yeah, we decided one thing, that we want to do good work. We want to whatever we get, like छोटा सा room मिल रहा है renovate करने के लिए या bathroom मिल रहा है renovate करने के लिए, we'll put everything like 100%. हम हमारा 100% उसमें डालेंगे. And that's what I would want to advise to a younger lot, that don't think about कि इससे मुझे क्या मिलेगा, कहाँ मिलेगा. You will definitely get money को तो initial level पे side पे रख दो. You should work for experience and you should work for third thing is कि आपको एक exposure मिल रहा है. Just grab it and just work. Rest everything you'll get on your way. Everything वो सब कुछ आएगा ही आएगा. But just do good work.
And what is that one most memorable experience out of so many that you had while working on a different projects?
Memorable experience. I can. There are different kind of experience, but I would say related to design. When we were doing Cloud9, in 2011, 12. We have created a box, and suddenly the client came up to us and he's like, I don't want a basic design and I want a building which becomes a signature of Baroda in future, like logo of Baroda. That was the basic brief. So we started working on that form and we converted into a kind of a sphere. So we created that into a 3D tool, and after creating a 3D tool, we started converting into a 2D. So हमने वो process, we were like almost for a month we were doing 3D to 2D, 2D to 3D. We were just jumping from this end to this end, and we were not able to get. अगर हम 3D में sphere बना लेते थे तो 2D में वो layers में sphere नहीं बनता था. So that was like a हमको पता था हो जाएगा ये चीज़, but to reach that level and to create that perfection in 2D, because drawings तो generate करने site पे बनाने के लिए हमको 2D में ही करना पड़ता है. So we had to do that. पर वो एक महीने का जो पूरा process था, that was like a very interesting process, and every time we used to fail and every time we used to feel कि नहीं next time में अभी इसको resolve कर लेंगे, and that was the best time. Like it was a good thing to being an architect वो मजा आया था एक वो part.
That's interesting. So in this 17 years, what's that one learning which you have learn over the time from in this 17 years which you were not understanding before?
Learning, I would say just be yourself. And ये basic है, सब लोग यही बोलते हैं, just be yourself. Be yourself in a way that everyone has a different character, everyone has a different mindset, every individual is different. So you need to search within yourself that what are you. Once you know that, then just return to that person and you will reach to a different level. That's what I would say.
And what advice would you like to give all the young people who are trying to become a designer or an architect? What is that one thing which they should take care or pursue in terms of being a successful designer or an architect?
See, successful designer, there is no term like a successful designer, I would say. There is a term called where you become a good designer. And when you want to be a good designer, you need to take care of everything, like everything, like from planning to space allotment to, every corner has to be taken care, and like it's a full package which you need to understand, and you need to work within that package, and you keep on improving yourself. We still like, अभी भी मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता है कि I know everything. I mean, we keep on learning things, and for the youngsters, I would say it's a great field. Like, to become a designer or to have a mindset of a designer is a very, very, very good thing, and you should get into it. But don't restrict yourself with money, or don't restrict yourself with name, that I'm not getting a name or मुझे पैसा नहीं मिल रहा है. Everything will come. You just focus on your work, keep on working, काम करते रहो बस. That's it.